friend. It is just an electrical storm.
I understand.
Warum antworten Sie nicht?
Olivia and John Scott are colleagues at the FBI. Both agents are called to an urgent incident. Once on site, Olivia is told that the plane landed by itself on autopilot. There are no signs of life on board, and the CDC has forbidden anyone from entering without hazmat suits. Olivia insists she has to see it herself. Inside, all that remains of the people are skeletons. In the end, the plane is burned, and the investigation begins. The department finds a lead, and the boss sends Olivia to follow it up. She goes with Scott, and on the way, they have a personal conversation where they confess their love for each other. Then they discover a secret laboratory, and Olivia steps out to call for backup. At that moment, Scott encounters the owner of the place, and a chase begins. Olivia joins in, and they run through a maze-like building, but the fugitive lures the agents into a trap and triggers an explosion. Olivia is taken to the hospital, and soon she regains consciousness. She learns that her partner survived the blast but was exposed to unknown chemicals. His body is becoming almost transparent, and no medicine is helping. Olivia immediately starts searching for clues to save her boyfriend. She finds information in the database about old experiments involving a man named Walter Bishop. She goes straight to her department boss and asks permission to visit this doctor in the psychiatric facility. But the boss is skeptical toward Olivia and tells her to get him out herself through Walter Bishop's relatives, so everything is done legally. Because of this, Olivia has to fly to Iraq to find the only son of the institutionalized doctor. On the way, studying his biography, she learns some details, including that the son is a genius, just like his father. Eventually, she finds him, but Peter refuses to help. Olivia resorts to blackmail and forces him to fly back with her, though Peter has no warm feelings toward his father. They arrive and head to the facility. Peter refuses to talk to his father, so Olivia goes in alone. Walter has been in isolation for over 17 years and has lost his mind, but part of him can still think clearly. He answers some of her questions, but at one point, he senses that his son came with her and asks to see him. Peter agrees to come in. Walter says he's ready to help, but he needs to see the patient in person, and they take him with them. They bring the doctor to the hospital. He immediately understands what's wrong with the patient and takes a sample, but he needs his old laboratory, which has been sealed for 17 years. The realization triggers an episode and he slips back out of reality. Olivia manages to get access to the lab and permission to set it up. The doctor is thrilled to be back at work and lists what he needs for his research. A cow is mandatory on that list. After examining the sample, the doctor concludes he can help, but he needs the full list of chemicals used in the explosion. To get that, they must find the person who caused it. The doctor also warns that the patient has no more than 24 hours left. Olivia has no idea how to find the suspect, but the doctor suggests a unique method they once developed with a major corporation. They'll ask Scott himself by connecting to his mind. This can even be done with a dead person within 6 to 8 hours while the brain still retains the information. The method is dangerous but effective, and it requires Olivia to synchronize with Scott. Peter tries to talk her out of it, believing his father is simply insane, but Olivia is willing to do anything for the man she loves and proceeds with the experiment. The doctor begins the procedure and synchronizes their brain waves, opening a door for Olivia into Scott's mind. She asks him to remember what the fugitive looked like, and with effort, Scott recalls what happened. Olivia starts feeling bad, but they manage to pull her out. She creates a composite sketch and asks to run it through all databases. Suddenly, the team finds a match with the passenger from the plane who injected himself with the insulin syringe. Since that shouldn't be possible, they dig deeper and discover he has an identical twin brother. Now they know who they're looking for. They locate the suspect's workplace. It turns out to be the massive corporation Massive Dynamic, whose executive Nina Sharp once worked with Dr. Walter. One ended up in a psychiatric ward, while the other became one of the most powerful people in the country. At the company, Olivia learns it's a shady operation, but more importantly, they know where to find the suspect. The team arrives at a secret lab, but the guy manages to escape again. Meanwhile, Walter asks his son not to send him back to the institution because the work has brought him back to his senses. Their conversation is interrupted by the chase, and Peter joins in. He manages to catch the fugitive. After bringing him to the station, Olivia starts the interrogation, accusing him of terrorism and offering a deal if he reveals the chemical compound. He refuses. Then Peter steps in with a tougher approach, and it works. The doctor gets the necessary data and creates the antidote, saving Scott's life. The patient begins to recover slowly. Sometime later, the department head, Philip Broyles, thanks Olivia for the successful mission and says they need someone like her. He reveals classified information about various strange cases similar to the plane incident and asks her to join the team. Olivia visits the prisoner to find out why he did it and who's behind it. He tells her where he buried a tape recorder with a recording. She goes there immediately and hears Scott's voice on it. Meanwhile, Scott leaves his hospital room and kills the suspect. After listening to the tape, Olivia reports Scott's betrayal, but he escapes. She chases after him. During the pursuit, Scott loses control of the wheel and the car crashes. He doesn't manage to tell Olivia why he did it or who he was working for. Olivia recovers from the loss and betrayal, and in a conversation with Peter, she suggests he stay and not send his father back. Peter agrees. In the end, we see the executives of that same company. They prepare to interrogate the deceased using the same technology, confirming that they are the ones behind everything. And that's where the story ends.